So today I decided to make a bullying video. You want to know why? Because I am tired of people. Bullying is popular on social media sites because it's easier to say stuff online than to say it to someone's face. And it's pretty obvious because that's how everyone is, right? I just think it's pretty pathetic because I keep seeing everybody like bullying each other on Facebook. I know I want to do something about it, but I know once I start commenting stuff, like trying to back people up, I'm gonna get involved in it too, and that's the last thing I want in my life. I know I haven't probably had a lot of bullying experiences in my life, but even the littlest things that you can say about someone hurts so much. I'm not really sure if sharing my almost bullying experiences would help much because, yeah, I'm being discriminated against or being made fun of for something that really shouldn't be made fun of. I guess it applies as bullying, but I'm not really sure if that applies much. The thing that bothers me though is when people bully you for stuff like that you can't even fix about yourself. It's just how you are, and you can't fix it, and people make fun of you for it. I had an experience, like, I guess it started back in 4th grade. I had really messed up teeth. Like, I had fangs growing out of my gums, like over my teeth, and I got made fun of it by everybody. It hurt eventually. I never asked for my teeth to be like that. Probably one of my biggest insecurities is my skin. I don't like my skin whatsoever. It probably looks like I'm pale right now, but I'm really not. Everybody made fun of me for being white. Let's see. I didn't ask for it to be hard for me to tan. Now every day, like almost every day this summer that there was sun outside, I would go out in the backyard and I would stay out there for 2 hours in the sun in my bathing suit and I would burn. So thank you everybody to who said I was white. Now I'm literally burning myself to make you happy. Another thing that I hate about my skin is the fact that I don't have flawless skin. When I say that, it probably pops in your head, oh, she has acne. And yes, I do have acne, but it's not severe. It's not like I asked to have acne either. It's something that got genetically passed down from my parents. So many people hurt me because of it. It was one time my friend, she was like covering up her skin because she was like, oh, I have a blemish. I told her, I was like, you should be happy. It's not even that bad. And she just told me, yeah, at least my skin isn't as bad as yours. How do you think that makes me feel about myself? That really hurts. It's hurtful and it's degrading. But I got made fun of by a guy. All I know is that he pointed out how bad my skin was in front of the whole class and laughed about it. Like, he laughed so hard about it, he started crying because he was laughing so hard. It's not even that funny. I have to live with it every day. Like, when people stare at me, I feel like all they see is every imperfection on my face. Probably making fun of my physical features is the thing that gets to me the most because I know it's stuff that I could probably change later on, but it still gets to me because it makes me feel like I'm just separated from everyone else. So back in the 7th grade, I was pretty depressed. I was a really quiet girl, and I was more like an outcast than everybody else. I wasn't happy with the way I looked, so I made myself look even worse. One of my best friends stole every possible guy that I could like and talked about it to me like it was no big deal. And it is a big deal. Like, you're getting on the way to mature on your progress to high school. I was depressed in 7th grade. I took it out on the way I looked. I dressed in all black, made my hair all emo. It's not like I was happy with it. I wasn't happy with myself either way. I had no confidence in myself whatsoever. I had someone approach me and then they asked me, are you trying to be emo? And maybe I didn't even realize that at the point. I thought it was cool probably. It really got to me because I was just like, maybe I'm scaring people off. And that's what someone told me in 8th grade. At the end of 8th grade, they're like, at the beginning of the year, you scared me. I thought that you would want to beat me up or something. I don't beat people up. I'm not that type of person. And I was just like, I gotta change how I look. People aren't seeing me the way that I want them to see me. But anyways, back to my bullying thing on Facebook. I've seen a lot of people get bullied on there just by something that they posted on Facebook, and you're starting drama that doesn't even need to be started. You're calling them a whore. You're saying that they're a slut and they should go kill themselves. They should back away from people that they're friends with. You shouldn't be controlling people in who they are, what they do, who they hang out with. You cannot control people because that's who they are and that's who they choose to be. I've also witnessed people making fun of people's sexuality, and that isn't something that you should be making fun of. They didn't choose to be interested in that type of person. Like, if they choose to be interested in men and they're a guy, so be it. That's who they want to like. If you're a lesbian and you aren't afraid to show it, thumbs up to you, because you know what? You chose to like girls, and that's good for you. You don't have to fit in with everybody else and like the opposite sex. So aside from people's differences in sexuality, people are still being criticized for their physical trait. And this also includes people being called fat, or even like being too skinny. They get called twigs. That's how their body type is. They're not made to be the perfect size. And even if they are, good for you. But there's no need to discriminate against everybody else because they're not like you. Maybe for guys that they don't have abs, they don't have muscles on their arms, they're not as buff as you think they are, they're too short, maybe they're just too tall. It doesn't matter. You're made who you are, and you should love who you are because that's how you were made. You should be confident with your own self. You shouldn't change yourself because people are making you change yourself. You gotta change yourself for you. Probably one thing that bugs me the most with criticism is the fact that people will call you names even if they don't know who you are. They'll be like, oh my gosh, she has such a do I know you? So in conclusion, I really want people to step up more about bullying because I've seen way too much bullying this summer on Facebook, on social media sites, in person, and it's really bothering me because you know what? People don't deserve to be bullied. And even if they made mistakes in their past, if they're maybe not the most liked person, you still have to respect who they are because they're living with what they're dealing with. Bullying is not worth your time. It's not worth anybody's time. Just remember you're made to be yourself. Don't be afraid to show who you are. I mean, I'm not afraid to show who I am. This is the type of person I am. I am excited, jumpy, weird. Just love who you are. Maybe this video helped somewhat. There's a lot of people that don't speak about their problems, and I don't think that right now I'm afraid to show like what my problems are. Stand up for yourself and what you believe in.